So, just to go back to the beginning, last summer, me and my wife bought a house. Okay, it's starting exactly like Amityville Horror, kind of. No, we bought a new house, and everything's good with the house. It all goes rather swimmingly, as is tradition in a classic horror story. It goes great. A couple of months within having the house, Cass wakes up in the middle of the night and says she wakes me up saying she sees a black dog sitting in our living room, between the living room and the kitchen, just looking at the back door. So she tells me to go check it out, just to kind of tell her she's whether or not she's imagining things. And I didn't see it, when I walked out, but I did see that the back door was open. It was slightly open, which was kind of weird. Maybe I just didn't close it right or lock it right, but it was slightly open, and that actually kind of happens a lot here, which is crazy. So, I close it, I lock it, I tell her I didn't see anything. I don't even think I told her that the door was open. Okay, after that, things kind of seemed to go wrong. Soon after, my wife caught COVID, and things got really hard. Just in general, I think after that, we started having, problems financially, emotionally, mentally. It just got really difficult. Up until the holidays, I think we had good holidays, and that was nice. And then, last month, my father passed away. Now, maybe enough time has passed to think that maybe seeing this thing was unrelated. Just a coincidence. And it could be, it still could be. There was a night where I couldn't sleep, and things just kept on happening. And I finally got some sleep, and then, Cassie wakes up with like a monster Charlie horse. And it wakes me up suddenly, kind of scares me a little bit, but it's kind of helped her stretch it out, and she went back to sleep, and I couldn't sleep for a while after that, and think nothing of it. And then I don't know, we woke up again, and we're like talking to each other in our sleep, which was really weird. I just remember kind of waking up and laughing, being like, why are we talking to each other? Okay, a little weird again. And I couldn't sleep again. And then at some point I started hearing like this dog barking, and it just started getting closer and closer, like where it was right outside of our bedroom window. So I look outside the window, and I see the dog in the neighbor's yard just barking at almost nothing, it seems, And then I just see a shape of a dog on our side of the fence. Now, any animals can just come through our backyard. So, that can be a little creepy. But, I see another dog on the other side of the fence kind of looking at that dog, and that dog's just going crazy. Finally, no one in the neighborhood wakes up at all, So, I go out there and tell it to leave, I yell at it a little bit. It's a German Shepherd, kind of like my dog, this one. It wasn't the black dog, but there was another one on our side of the fence. But this one was like a German Shepherd mix. I told it to leave, I chased it off, and it left, And I went, laid back down, start hearing the dog again, in the same spot, barking, going crazy. I go out again, I chase it off, this time I make sure it's gone, I make sure it leaves. And then, okay, I don't think much after that. I go to sleep. Wake up again at 6 a.m. and I just hear barking like crazy going off, And for a second I woke up and, I saw my dog, but I thought it was that other dog and that had somehow gotten in, but it was just my dog. But it freaked me out, you know. It was already kind of in my head. So, okay, you know, that night, no sleep. um, okay, moving on, you know. Lately, it's just been like that. I just have this anxiety. I can't sleep. You know, I jerk awake suddenly, often, and it's just, you know, maybe it could just be anxiety, but it's like I'm on edge. There's another encounter, and this was just this past Sunday. You know, me and my friend were just, you know, hanging out, recording that night. Things seemed fine. After he left, it seemed like my dog wanted to go out, so I took her out the backyard. You know, it's a little late, but I'm like, it's around midnight, full moon. I'm like, it'll be okay. I'm just gonna take her out there, pee real quick, and then go to bed. So she's sitting. So as soon as she walks out the back door, she, you know, gets that look on her face like she sees something, and she runs out towards the alley in our backyard, and, you know, is barking, going crazy, but then she runs off like she's real scared. And I see the other German Shepherd that kind of looks like her chasing her back, and I was like, oh, this dog again, you know. So I started walking out there to tell it to leave, and then I see it. Behind it, I see the black dog, and this thing was massive. It wasn't like a regular dog. It was huge. I can't even describe how huge, you know. Just massive, you know, like up to here, if I can get any visual, but it was huge. And honestly, this figure was almost translucent. It seemed almost smoky. I don't know, it was weird. It was almost like it wasn't really there. You know, start walking closer to it. I could see its eyes glaring. And I tell it to leave.